Hello everyone, it's me Legends, and this is a new series, which is basically me giving advice on topics. For instance this, since I already have experience in it, so anyway we'll get on with it. The first thing I would have to mention is to basically get good for a solo player. Even if you just a general player or a bad player or whatever, the main one is to basically practice with weapons in games and stuff like that, or vehicles and stuff like that. The more you practice, especially in games of matchmaking, even though you can be really bad, the more you keep doing it, the better the outcome will be. For like, you'll start seeing improvements each time you keep playing multiple games or keep playing with certain weapons. So you'll see a different change within that the more you play, in order to get better within your gameplay. Anyway, going on with that. The second thing I have to mention is, when this is more of a strategic one, but learning when to be aggressive within combat as a solo player, because I don't know how many people can see which people that like to be overconfident, for instance, and because of it they end up dying a lot, and this is one reason they might get a negative KD most of the time, or they end up dying a lot because they can't get the kills. Only be confident or aggressive in other terms when you know you're gonna definitely get a kill. Okay, never do it if you've got loads of people around you. Don't be afraid to run away and lure them into traps or whatever. Don't be afraid. You know what I mean? It's not being a coward. It's called being smart. So yeah. Third tip I would say is listening, getting used to those weapon, player, vehicle sounds, especially movement, especially if you want to be stealthy in some areas, for instance tactical. This is another thing with strategy. Sounds, I don't expect people to like fucking remember them, but the more you keep playing, for instance going back from the first one about practicing, you will basically start to know what weapon is a DMR, for instance, or a battle rifle, assault rifle, there's a wraith on the field, stuff like that. That's something you need to keep, need to memorize eventually, but it will become just a normal thing when you keep practicing. So don't worry really too much about that. The last thing I have to really say is, well, not really last thing, sorry, is don't stay in the same place all the time, especially if you like to snipe. Or even if you don't, it's not always good. Get a couple kills there and then move away, go in a different area and start getting kills, and you'll notice that you'll live longer probably than if you stayed in one specific spot for fucking ages. Usually if you stay in the same spot and you kill so many people, they're most likely going to go and kill you because they know where to kill you from or whatever, you know what I mean, because they know you're in that spot and you haven't fucking moved. So it's best to always move to give your enemy a harder time to kill you, since you stay alive longer. Anyway, moving on, this is the key one. Well, technically they're all key, but I think this is more key than any of them realistically, and that is how you feel when you're playing again, because if you're feeling really down when you start playing, it's going to show in your gaming, especially when you play a game, because you'll probably do really bad when you feel down, because of the negative energy which is flowing through you, that will affect your gameplay and how you feel about yourself. So it does affect it. So basically you want to basically have positive energy, because the fact if you feel positive and you're consuming positive energy, then you will basically your gameplay will be a lot better, I promise, and it'll make improvements and stuff like that. If it's bad, if you're feeling bad, it will affect it a lot, I promise you on that. And so basically, as a result of this, if you want to keep your positive energy flowing through you want to make sure you don't allow players to affect that, because that can go from hate, like trash talking, to just basically frustration of how the player's playing. And we all know, look, we can all get some bad teammates, and that can be quite frustrating. And we can't let that really get to us, because if we do, then it's affecting our gameplay. If someone's teabagging us, like making the game unfair for us, then we can't let that affect our gameplay and let us get angry and stuff like that. We need to control our mood. Because I've noticed when people start raging, for instance, you will basically start doing bad, and the enemy, which is basically getting you annoyed, is trying to do that on purpose, so then you can do bad, and so they can win. It's a bit of a smart move, but it's also ridiculous in the same time. But that's why you don't do that. So in other terms, just try and stay positive as best as you can. Even when you're feeling down, don't let people basically get you down anyway. But anyway, that is everything I have to say for this, really. I hope I've actually helped anyone here, because I've helped people in the past, but I don't know if this is still. But anyway, let me know in the comment section if you like this start of a series. Then please let me know. Thank you, and bye bye. Please subscribe if you want to turn on notifications. That is amazing. You know, it helps out me a lot. So please tell me what your thoughts are on the video if you've enjoyed it, and if it's helped you in any way, or if you disagree with it, please tell me in the comments, because I'll try and get back to you as quick as I can. And please appreciate what I've done here, because it took a lot of time and money. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed. Bye bye.